Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
You want to talk about 2020?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Where were we? We rang in 2020 in Bodega Bay, California. Remember that campground?
Best campground ever.
It's pretty badass. If you guys ever get a chance, go to Bodega Bay. Oh, I don't remember the actual campground, but it's right there on the frickin' ocean.
If they ever open them again.
It was amazing. Didn't go there this year because obviously we're not there.
We're in quarantine.
Yeah, we're in quarantine.
In Canada.
And I think they closed like pretty near all the campgrounds in California. Or it sure looks like that when we were driving up here. Anyway, yeah, we're in quarantine in
Sault Ste. Marie,
yes.
Ontario. Day 7 of 14.
Halfway through quarantine.
Wish it was longer.
Yeah, I mean, you think that 14-day quarantine is bullshit. It is bullshit. But
It's going so fast.
yeah, we were looking forward to it as an opportunity to kind of chill,
Rest.
connect, rest.
Do exercise.
Yeah.
Get things done.
But all we're doing is laying in bed and gaming. And,
It feels like it's been 2 days.
Yeah, really, absolutely wish that quarantine was longer.
We're in an awesome hotel.
But we're in Canada on a mission, so.
We're on a mission. Like the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, who are Canadian, right?
I don't think Dan Aykroyd was Dan Aykroyd was John Belushi, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're on a mission.
Anyway, so we're here in Sault Ste. Marie. Have another 7 more days, and we hit the road and drive to Waterloo,
Ontario.
right outside of
Toronto.
Toronto.
Not right outside, about an hour and a half.
But yeah.
That's where I'm from.
I think we may have mentioned that in the other video. Anyway, so damn, 2020 was a crazy year.
Crazier for everyone in the world.
January, I popped off out to Arizona really quick to help my dad rebuild his van build in a Chevy Astra van, and then I popped over to Las Vegas for SHOT Show 2020. And then we came back, and then my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. That sucked. Hashtag fuck cancer.
Yeah.
And then we did a lot of camping, so we're still van life, and then this COVID stuff looked like it might be a thing. We listened to that Joe Rogan podcast like the rest of the world and decided
that just changed our mind in one day.
Let's get out of town. So
we're like, let's just go help your parents out with this chemo radiation stuff.
Yep. So we quarantined with them, kind of, quote unquote.
We spent 2 months there.
From March to like early May.
Mm-hmm.
While my mom was going through her radiation treatment. Yeah, and then when it was done, the other treatments she had, we didn't need to be there for, so, or we couldn't do anything. So we just hopped on the road and we went back to California, did some quick packing.
We had a great time in Benson with your parents, though.
Yeah.
That's when you got your first drone.
Yep. Had my first drone, crashed it a few times, flew it a lot. I think I got pretty good at flying it.
It was pretty cool to spend 2 whole months with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a real blessing to be able to do that.
And I could work from there.
Yeah, Sarah worked there under
COVID just let me work remotely, which has opened up a whole year in a way.
I guess we don't hate COVID because like it
allowed us. People.
Yeah, but it allowed us to, I feel, grow closer together, and then in ways, and then
and travel together, and I could work remotely, and we're no longer tied to San Diego. I was no longer tied to San Diego.
Yeah, I was tied to San Diego by her. And then we, Then
we started van lifing. I started van lifing for real.
Yeah.
Not for real because I still had my apartment, but for real, living in the van and not going to an apartment ever.
Yeah, because when we showed back in San Diego, we popped out to the beach really quick and met an old friend of mine, Luna, my first van life friend in California. And then she introduced us to some other people. And then we just ended up camping earlier than we intended, and then hung out for a few days in San Diego, packed up.
Got out of there.
Went to Joshua Tree
That was the beginning of the adventure, the summer adventure.
We like sweated out for a few days in Joshua Tree, and then said screw this. Went to Sedona, where it was supposed to be cooler. It was kind of a little cooler.
Sedona's so beautiful.
Love
Not others
Sedona.
have been there.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, and then we went to.
We were at campgrounds there. We met friends, new friends. We had adventures. The police got involved.
Police were
There were
called,
firearms
yeah.
involved. It's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. We
what
were.
else?
Yeah, stuff happened.
That's when we first went to the Little America truck stop in Flagstaff and used their shower, bathtub, toilet combo.
Best place in the
experience
world.
For $13. And then said, cool, let's get out of there. Went to Cortez, Colorado for
That was the best.
a few days. Yeah, down by Four Corners, and then
We just happened upon this incredible place. Actually, on his Instagram are all the little videos of all these things that happened to us.
yeah, you guys may have seen it. And then from there we went to Mesa Verde National Park or Monument. Saw the cliff dwellings from afar because
The ancient
we couldn't tour. We couldn't tour it because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then went up to Telluride. I think that was the first time you had been on land above 10,000 feet elevation. And then from there we went Ouray, Silverton area.
Loved it.
Yeah.
What was that place called that we went with the beavers?
It was like right next to Silverton. Sarah got to walk across her first beaver dam. Maybe see her first beaver dam. I don't know.
First time ever.
And then
So pretty.
went up to stay with some friends in Colorado Springs to fetch my Jeep, and took my Jeep off Fort Carson, where it had been for the 3 years since I'd retired. Took it from my old office. I just left it there when I retired, and then had to get it ready, so I dropped it off at some friend's place, and then they left the state, so we said we can just leave it there. So we went on another road trip to Nebraska to see where I was born,
Yeah.
and then where my grandma lived for a while before she passed away, and then took Sarah bass fishing for the first time.
Fishing for anything for the first time.
Fishing, period, yeah. And then, what else?
Boy, Nebraska's pretty.
Nebraska's pretty. And then she got to meet my uncle, my cousin.
Met him out in a cornfield or some kind of a field,
Yep.
digging a well.
They were,
Amazing.
turning on an old windmill that hadn't been used in
We should get
few
all like
years.
get pictures and put the pictures in.
Maybe we'll throw them up. I don't know really how to do that.
Well,
Uh,
so much good pictures on all this whole trip on your Instagram.
yeah, but and then we went to South Dakota from there. Hung out in the Black Hills for like a month, basically
Yeah.
almost a month.
Yeah.
At least a solid 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Did more fishing. I got hailed on.
Yeah.
So I got to see a hailstorm up close and personal.
What else did I get to see up close
Big
and personal?
thunderstorms in Tatanka.
Tatanka.
She got to see Tatanka. Fell in love with buffalo, the great American bison.
One in particular.
Yeah. The one that lives off of 16A. Off of Iron Mountain Road.
And we learned the real story behind the Black Hills. Google that.
Yeah, not just the one on Deadwood.
Mm-mm.
And we got to go to Deadwood.
Yep, we did.
Spearfish and sturgis. Went to Bear Butte so Sarah could see where I want a portion of my cremains scattered illegally after my untimely demise. And then,
Well, my untimely demise won't come before yours.
and then, yeah, I went out. Then we popped out to Wyoming to see Devil's Tower or Devil's Monument.
That was awesome. So pretty.
Yeah, we had stayed at KOA, which we hadn't stayed at before. Had an awesome KOA experience.
My first and best.
Yeah, it was weird,
First
but
and only.
it was really awesome. And then what did we do?
Hot Springs
Yeah, we shot down.
or something like that.
Well, first we went to Scotts Bluff
Oh yeah.
and stayed at a Harvest Hosts there. They had a cider and winery.
Harvest Hosts are these great. You have to look it up.
Yeah,
You join. Yeah, you
They're
join,
awesome.
and you just get to stay in these beautiful places with your vehicle for free.
It's our second year as Harvest Host members.
Can't say enough about it.
Camped under this badass cottonwood tree that Sarah loved, right off a pond, and then we drove to
Hobo Hot Springs,
the Hobo Hot Springs in
Wyoming.
Saratoga Hot Springs, Wyoming. Stayed the night there at another
Another
Harvest
Harvest
Host.
House.
And then we did the Hobo Hot Springs, which is the free to public ones connected to the municipal pool there.
There's a lot of
Great.
scum and scuzz, but it was so great.
Yeah, it's like effervescent scum and scuzz.
But really warm. And then there's a lake right beside it where you can lay in and cool off.
No, that's the river.
River.
It's the North Platte. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so we get to cross back and over the Snow Range Pass there right outside of Laramie. We got to show Sarah the Walmart parking lot that I said screw Vanlife in Colorado/Wyoming, and then before I moved out to
San Diego.
to learn how to surf, it was like 20 below.
The Walmart parking lot where you made the decision, I'm moving to San Diego.
Yeah.
Otherwise I never would have met him.
Yeah, and then met another van lifer there.
Yep.
The one chick that I can't remember her name. That's weird. And then went back to Colorado Springs. Spent like 2 weeks getting the Jeep ready to tow.
And with your great friends, our great friends.
Jim and Heather, we didn't stay with them that time.
Didn't we?
No, we just stayed. Yeah, and then we.
I feel like we did.
Yeah. Oh, we did like when we went through. Yeah, and then it took thousands of dollars to get the Jeep ready to be towed by the van, just to.
That's a whole nother story.
It
That's
really
a whole nother
dawned on
story.
us that you can't tow a 5,100 pound Jeep with a 7,100 pound van. So then we decided to convoy from Colorado Springs, Colorado to near Tucson, Arizona, where my parents live. So Sarah got to drive the van for like 1,100 miles all by herself, and then
Easy
on the
peasy.
way down to Santa Fe, we had vehicle breakdown problems with the Jeep. We had to run into Trinidad to get parts and get it back on the road. And finally pulled into my parents. Came back to California.
Dropped off the Jeep?
Yeah.
To drop off the Jeep?
Then came back to California to pack Sarah up out of her.
So that happened. Also,
what?
decided to leave my apartment.
Oh yeah.
Get rid of everything and move into the van with you.
I guess I thought because she was paying over $1,000 a month for an apartment in San Diego.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Mm-hmm. And then we so that was like mid-August.
Took me a month and a half at least.
Until the
2
end of
months,
September, and then we
So how did we do in the van all year together?
we did fine.
We did pretty good.
Yeah, I think we did fine.
We loved it.
Living in a super small, confined space
We had so much fun.
is perfectly normal and fine with the right person. And then by the end of September, we had packed Sarah up, neatly
Moved
packed
me
everything into storage.
Got rid of everything
Put
except
her
for
car in storage.
small storage unit full of memorabilia. That's it.
It's like a 10 by 5 by 10 foot storage thing. It's not very big.
And I had stuff.
Yeah, but like it's still all fit in a
Yeah, I just got rid of all the furniture.
studio apartment. And then so like the end of September, Sarah officially moved into the van, and then 1 October we celebrated by getting out of San Diego and going
it was your
to Pioneer
birthday.
Town. Yeah, went to Pioneer Town and then got horribly sick.
You did.
I did. Yeah, I thought I was dying. Sarah saved my life. And then it
One
was
of many
just
times.
everything out of every orifice, minus my ears. It was terrible. And then, and then we said, let's not go back yet. Let's go to Palm Springs.
We were waiting for your drone.
Yeah. So, we're just killing time. So,
There was a new drone coming for his birthday.
which we got checked out, and then I said, hey, I want all this other stuff.
All the accessories.
If we order the Mavic Air 2 Fly More combo, it'll save $500 instead of buying it all a la carte. So that's what we did.
So we had to wait around in San Diego.
Yeah, but we waited part of that time in Palm Springs. So we had a really good time in Palm Springs.
We had a great time in Palm Springs.
We grabbed a cheap hotel at the Vagabond Inn or something. Had a freaking blast.
Had a great time.
Just hung out in the pool and socialized with people out in the pool.
And all this time I'm working from the van
Yeah.
or from a hotel room, mostly from a van.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, did it
Mind you,
fine.
I only
Figured
work
out we could
part-time.
do it.
Yeah.
And then the end of October rolled around.
And then
Yeah.
we had our first major bump.
Yeah, we might as well tell you guys. Like we hit a real huge obstacle in our relationship. It was basically like hitting a cement pillar. And
Suddenly.
it almost, I think, it would have ended us.
Unless what? Why do you think it didn't?
Unless I just didn't want it to. Like, in the past, my past relationship, it would have ended us for sure. And then we just decided to move through it. And that we could do it. We actually separated for not a week, but we were in the same town. Well, it really floored us and rocked our world. So we just hopped in the van and drove. California's getting ready to shut down.
Oh, you're backing up to the whole thing.
Well, yeah. California's getting ready to shut down. So when this
bump
like threw us for a loop, then we left the state, went to Arizona, and just camped on dispersed camping lands around Prescott and then Flagstaff, where we've been all the way up to the new year until we decided to get on the road and drive out to Canada. But it's rough. It's been rough. I guess 2021 will be a little rough at times, but I'm glad it happened. I think it happened for a reason. And I feel that we're going to be able to get through it. I love you.
I love you too.
So we love each other.
We're getting through it.
And I feel that we'll get through it.
Didn't really come about as a result of close quarters, though. Vanlife was fine.
Yeah, Vanlife's fine. This thing came out of just hell. And so we've been dealing with it.
But in the end, there's a part of us, I think, that both of us know it's going to bring us closer, and it already has brought us closer.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the love stories where something happens, and then
it's always the same.
They got to sort it out in 2 hours. Well,
and in the end, they're closer than ever.
We got a lot more than 2 hours to sort it out, but I think we'll do it. I feel we'll do it. And then we can move to Bali.
That's the next thing.
We're moving to Bali.
Actually, the next thing is we're going to go see my mom.
Yep.
Who's 92.
Yeah.
With dementia. So that's a whole nother story of maybe sadness, maybe some moments of happiness. But thanks to him, we got through the border and we're quarantining.
Yeah. So and when we wrap things up in Canada for a bit, we'll get back on the road.
Think about where's next.
And who knows where it's next. But definitely Bali this year. So we may take a 6 month, a year hiatus from Vanlife.
Maybe more, maybe less.
Maybe more, maybe forever. We don't know.
Who knows? That's the fun part.
Yeah.
I love him.
I love you. Well, that's all for now.
That's it.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.